Hello, everybody. Good to see you back here. Last week was Veterans Day, and I just want to salute all the people who participated in the military. Thank you for our freedom. And we've got a couple of cartoons in the archives that I was going to bring out and show you. But first, while you're getting your comments ready, we're going to play a little intro video. This is all about the panic going on in Washington, D.C. I'm cartoonist A of Branco, in case we have some new viewers. As you can tell, I'm a better cartoonist than I am a speaker, but heck, we're just having fun here. Let me find the video. Here we go. Get those comments ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, a Republican firebrand, a lightning rod for controversy. These confirmation hearings are going to be intense, to say the least.
We just got a little bit of breaking news. Matt Gaetz, as Attorney General, that's who Donald Trump is nominating or trying to nominate for Attorney General, Matt Gaetz. If you thought Pete Hegseth was surprising, Matt Gaetz, well, that'll knock you right off your feet.
Gotten two different texts from different people at the Justice Department who just used the word insane to respond and react to this potential appointment, and then also questioning whether Matt Gaetz can be confirmed. And one person asked me to research whether anyone had ever been nominated for the post of Attorney General who had been investigated by the Justice Department. We'll have to look into that, but my initial reading is that I can't think of any time that's ever happened in American history.
Of the most prominent people at the Department of Justice, all selected by Donald Trump, saying they cannot do this. And so what I see with these announcements is a real blow to the independence of the Department of Justice, the independence of the intelligence community. And that is, to put a fine point on it, if this were to come about, that is a blow to any check that they could pose to the president, and an undermining of the rule of law in this country that is so fundamental that it really takes us one step closer to countries that we heretofore have viewed as enemies of a democracy.
In D.C. today, bracing for the return of Donald Trump to the presidency. Within the last hour, Trump making clear just what kind of presidency he had in mind all along by naming Congressman Matt Gaetz as his choice to be the country's attorney general. Trump making that news in a social media post by saying that Gaetz will, quote, end weaponized government, which is in and of itself a delusion of the far right. It is yet another sign, though, that Donald Trump is rewarding loyalty this time above everything else as he builds a new cabinet. Since Gaetz was all in on Donald Trump's attempt to overturn the 2020 election, in fact, he was so concerned about his criminal exposure that he asked Donald Trump for a pardon in the last days of Trump's first presidency. Gaetz was also under investigation for sex trafficking as recently as 2023. He will now lead the department that once investigated him, should he be confirmed.
Of the legal, is Matt Gaetz a lawyer? He's not a lawyer.
He is a lawyer.
He is a lawyer.
And he was briefly in private practice before he was elected to Congress. However, before he was elected to the Florida House, where he served some time before he joined Congress.
Do you need to be a lawyer
Congress.
to be AG?
I believe that you should be a lawyer to be the Attorney General. But, Katie, this is a really stunning announcement because when I think about various people in Trump world who are floated as possible attorney generals, all of them are people who had serious legal credentials as well as fidelity to Donald Trump. And I want to be clear about that because when we talk about the Mark Paolettas of the world or Mike Davises or even someone like Todd Blanche, who has recently served as Donald Trump's personal attorney, all of them had experience, if not in the executive branch itself, in or around the Department of Justice, the Supreme Court, and in Congress that would have allowed them to serve that role. Matt Gaetz, on the other hand, has never served as a prosecutor. He was only briefly in private practice, but what he has been is one of the fiercest defenders that Donald Trump has had throughout his original presidency and on through the future.
But this kind of appointment is really striking fear and trepidation in the hearts of.
Wow. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons that CNN is going down. or at least losing a lot of viewers because of the propaganda. I'm going to bring in my co-host and friend, Jodan Gorman from Intellectual Frog Legs. Get over there and check out his videos. They're really good. Here we go. Hi, Jodan. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This is just gorgeous.
Who was that attorney that was peeing his pants? Who was that?
Andrew Weissman. He's been around, and he's like, this is just unacceptable, and it's beyond the norm. It's beyond the norm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get ready. You're gonna be the prison bitch.
Yeah. that's what Bannon was saying.
Oh.
Yeah, they're waiting for you there. So
my goodness.
Yeah,
this is
gonna find all those dead bodies, man.
And the one thing, the one negative that we've dealt with is our Senate and them selecting John Thune. But I think we may be all right because Charlie Kirk and some others have been talking about this option. I've heard this option where J.D. Vance can come in because he, as vice president, he is the president of the Senate. But we've got a clip. I got a clip up there. They were talking about it on Glenn Beck today. It's a nice little summary. And so if you're stressed about John Thune, don't worry about it. We're going to kick his ass. We didn't come this far to be stopped by McConnellism.
No. Yeah, the McConnell clones. Here, let's play it.
You have a Thune and he begins to become an obstructionist. Does the president have the ability to say, J.D. Vance, go in there and take control of the Senate and do what John Adams did?
Absolutely. So you've talked about this. You've been great about it. There is a little known procedure in the Senate that gives the majority leader the right to be recognized on the floor first. Who decides to recognize them? The person sitting in the chair at the front of the room. That chair belongs to J.D. Vance. Anybody else sitting in that chair is borrowing his seat. He can walk in the room, kick them out, take the seat, and recognize whoever he wants who is going to move President Trump's nominees. So he can actually decide really who's running the show.
Why haven't they done that in the past?
There was talk in the last Trump administration of doing this. I ultimately don't know why they decided not to. There's always a negotiation about these kind of things. Having the threat of doing that is certainly powerful, and maybe Pence just wasn't comfortable with it. JD would probably be a lot more comfortable with that.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a senator.
Pence didn't do it because he's a big PUSSY. That's why Pence didn't do it.
Yeah. It's we're living in some interesting times. I think there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of things that haven't quite been done before, because I think Trump knows he only has 4 years to move this agenda along. He hasn't got time to play around. And somebody even said, I think Bannon or one of the people that were on the show said that he doesn't even have time to go after his enemies the way he'd like to. He's going to leave that to other people like Gates and some of the other people to get into the nitty gritty of going after the people that went after him. So we'll see how that unfolds. I've got.
We're revamping everything. I mean, he's talking about, after he gets rid of the Department of Education, he's creating the American Academy for all Americans. And then you can, and DOGE. How do you say that? The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE? They call it DOGE?
Yeah, DOGE. They're pronouncing it DOGE. Department of.
I've heard it pronounced DOGE. DOGE. I'm like, what the hell? Look, it could also be pronounced doggy. That don't matter. It's going, however you say it, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
They're flipping. Totally flipping out.
I've got a cartoon on that that came out today. We'll show it here. Speaking of cartoons, I think
let's look at a few cartoons.
Let's look at a few cartoons and let's see your comments, folks. I've got the other chat out. Let me bring up the other chat.
Yeah, we got Debbie, and Debbie's in the house, and Fancy, and Nunya.
Yeah.
And Squicky. Yeah, and Kamar Yusufasa.
All
Hey,
right.
Kamar from Pakistan.
Yeah,
What's
all the way
up,
over there.
man?
Yeah, good to have you. And then we have a bunch of them over there in the Rumble chat.
Yeah, we got, I see Deplorable Dissident and the Southwestern girl, South Carolina girl, not to be confused with Southwestern girl. And then
Analyst.
Lon and Kazieni,
Yeah.
Kazini, I don't know. John Stowe, Mike Howard, or the original Mike Howard.
The original Mike.
We don't mess with fakes. No deep fakes here.
No.
Anna Lustenberg's with us. Yeah, Anna, welcome to the party, darling. Yeah, it's a new day.
Right.
It's a new day.
It is a new day.
That's a song we ought to try to find. Feeling Good. I'm gonna see if I can find that to play on the end while we're showing cartoons and stuff. We had technical difficulties, so we're a little behind right now, but we're okay.
Yeah, a few minutes behind.
Yeah.
There's so many buttons on this StreamYard configuration that it's hard to sync it all up. Sometimes it just goes away. I didn't push anything, but it showed up that something was off that should have been on.
Yeah, I kept having echoes. And I'm like, why do I have echoes? And Branco didn't have the echo turned off.
Yeah.
But luckily it only took us a half hour to discover what the problem was.
Yeah, blame me. Yeah. Anyway, this was the first one. Did I show this last week? I don't know I can't remember if I did or not, if it came out the day after. I think this came out the day after, so I may have showed this last week, but did really well. Millions saw it, and it says a lot to me. Unburdened by what has been now.
Oh yeah, boy! I tell you what, everything they did backfired on them. It's funny that you showed that next. Everything they did blew back in their face.
Mm-hmm.
The people are like, we're done with your crap. We're done with it.
Absolutely.
I mean, look what we did. I was just hoping we were going to win.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that we won the popular vote in addition to the Electoral College and all three houses of Congress, houses of government, or boom.
Solid mandate.
Strong. Yeah, that's the biggest mandate since Reagan.
Yes.
So they can't say, well, you don't have a mandate to do that. Yes, we do.
And the other thing that came out of this is how have you looked at the ratings on MSNBC and Joy Reid and all that just took a dive. I mean, they're cut in half. People are mad because they lied to them for 5 years.
And Comcast is getting ready to put it up for a fire sale. And one of the funny things, Jack Posobiec and Branco, they were talking about they're going to buy it and they're going to rename it MSNBC 2025. And I
also heard a rumor that Elon was going to buy ABC.
Yeah, but nobody. You know what? Even if it was a good deal on a good cable station, who wants a cable station? Who wants a cable channel?
No, podcasts are in, man. I mean, Joe Rogan's getting millions of viewers. Dan Bongino's getting millions of viewers. The cable can't compete with that.
Well, you saw Chris Wallace. He left CNN. I know everybody's a little upset. I've been trying to get over that myself. But he left CNN, and he announced the other day because he wanted to get into the podcast business. He thinks he can pull numbers like Rogan and Tucker.
I doubt if he could pull more than we do. I just saw a comment by Deplorable Dissident. He said they need to have a reader board for the Department of Efficiency or whatever government.
Elon posted on X today that they even created an account for the Department of Government Efficiency, and he said they're going to post everything they're doing, everything they're going after. He says they're going to be so transparent. This is glorious.
Yeah, people in the chat, let me know what you think of the cartoons and what we're talking about. Well, I'm going to try to read some of these as we go. So I'm going to move along to the next cartoon.
Yeah, or feel free to ignore us. You know, we're just
sure.
don't pay us no mind. Just talk amongst yourselves. This was beautiful. Man,
he lost his own county. his home
that's
county.
Sad. That's so sad.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Is it really called Blue Earth County?
It's called Blue Earth County. And it has the name that sounds like a bunch of liberals live there.
I would have guessed another planet, actually, but you know, Waterworld.
And this was a refurbished cartoon from 2018, but because it was Veterans Day, I had to come up with something. And this one has stuck in my mind for a long time because it's kind of true.
Well, he's pledged to fix this BS.
Yeah,
he's pledged to fix this.
I mean, the liberals have put the undocumented, the illegal immigrants first in almost everything as far as housing and EMT cards or whatever you call them. And our veterans are out in the cold, sleeping on the streets. I just don't understand the philosophy behind that, how that they figure that's going to help. I mean, where their priorities are.
They thought they had so much power. They thought they were untouchable.
Yes.
And they found out different. You know, they thought their media was still effective.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they're sitting there telling us what we're not. You know, we're looking at something. They're saying that's not what you're seeing. Mm-hmm. Go, oh, you're full of shit.
I just saw on Joe Rogan that's totally debunked. You know, they were lying about things that were debunked on Snoops. Obama was saying he said good people on both sides, and all these lies that they keep coming out in the middle of an election.
Obama was lying his ass off. Oh, the last weekend up there, he was panicking. You know, doing these speeches in Pennsylvania. I can't wait to see these people go to jail.
Even people slightly to the left know that Trump is not Hitler. They know MAGA is not Nazis. They know this instinctively. And when you get out there, and the people, Hitler, you're just, you know, you've blown it. You've jumped the shark, so to speak.
Well, but the problem is the people, those lunatics who are brain damaged now because they've been just so beaten to death psychologically over the last few years that they believe it. They're the ones who pull the triggers. They're the ones who scream into their phones. Yeah, crazed. And they said some woman killed her husband, her father.
Yeah.
On election night.
Yeah. Their psychosis, a lot of times people's psychosis is connected to their politics, especially on the left. South Carolina girl said, yeah, they love the illegals and hate the rest of us. And that's the truth.
They do. Well, they hate America. They hate America. And I mean, it's so nonsensical because what they're trying to do has never worked before. You know, this communist control of everything.
Well, their mindset is we're a racist country. We were founded by a bunch of old white guys, and we had slaves 200 years ago. So their mind is all geared toward that. They can't see past it. I have relatives and I have friends that are liberals, and you cannot even bring things up. They ignore reality. You know, Dems are playing politics, and while MAGA is playing for real. Trump and MAGA play real. Democrats are totally politics and their feelings, and reality doesn't have a home there.
Well, that's what they found out. What Ayn Rand said years ago: you can ignore reality, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality.
No.
Hello, we're called the consequence. You ask. MAGA. MAGA quince.
Well, Thune Thune is the guy, I guess. They voted him in.
Yeah, well,
I hate those secret ballots. Those secret ballots.
You know what? They're still doing the Harry Reid, Mitch McConnell Senate crap. We're gonna stop it because MAGA. You watch. MAGA has done amazing stuff. Now our focus is on the Senate, and it's going to take some time. But you've got 20 or 21 senators coming up for re-election in 2 years, and we're going to start culling them. We're going to cull the herd.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to focus on them. Yeah, they're going to be very uncomfortable.
Like I said last week after the win, I said our battles just start. We can't just vote Trump in, vote the Republicans in, and then go home and watch, The Simpsons.
No, well, MAGA. That's the thing about MAGA. MAGA understands that. We understand that we have to stay involved. Now, we don't have to be what we just went through.
Yeah,
we did the impossible. Right. President Trump did the impossible with us and God. God did this. You can't hurt children like they've been hurting children. And they said that now, they were saying that there was over 300,000 lost children. Now it's over 500,000.
Oh gosh!
Now it's over 500,000 lost children. That's horrid. I mean, these children. I mean, oh my God, that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart.
Sure.
These people are going to jail. I can't wait to see what Mayorkas and that swarmy little Merrick Garland. We got a great. Speaking of Merrick Garland, our AG, we got a cool clip from our late friend Max Evans. That's terrible. I still can't get over Max Evans dying. A MAGA party king. But anyway, he left us with a gift, and we're going to our new AG going after the old AG.
Let's watch that.
It's a pretty good one, yeah.
Other questions. I'm sitting here with my father. I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father. Sounds like a shakedown, doesn't it, Director?
I'm not going to get into commenting on that.
You seem deeply uncurious about it, don't you? Almost suspiciously uncurious. Are you protecting the Bidens?
Absolutely not. The FBI does not has no interest in
You won't answer the question about whether or not
politically.
that's a shakedown, and everybody knows why you won't answer it. Because to the millions of people who will see this, they know it is. And your inability to acknowledge that is deeply revealing about you. You preside over the FBI that has the lowest level of trust in the FBI's history. People trusted the FBI more when J. Edgar Hoover was running the place than when you are. And the reason is because you don't give straight answers. You give answers that later a court deems aren't true. And then at the end of the day, you won't criticize an obvious shakedown when it's directly in front of us. And it appears as though you're whitewashing the conduct of corrupt people.
Respectfully, Congressman, in your home state of Florida, the number of people applying to come work for us and devote their lives working for us is over 100%.
We're deeply proud of them, and they deserve better than you.
That's one of Max's videos. Man, he did some really good stuff.
Oh yeah,
but man, I can't wait. And then I've heard that Trump's pick for FBI director is going to blow people's minds. I don't know what that is yet.
He's blowing minds left and right. He's not even waiting around for him to chew up the other guy. He's going from one to the other. By the time they start chewing on one, he's throwing another one out. Their heads are just going boom, and then another one comes out boom, and they don't know. They can't get a bearing on what to do.
It's kind of like watching the NFL draft. With a lot of great players.
He's throwing out his policies as well. He's throwing out to put this education back into the states. He's talking about collapsing the censorship cabal. So he's going from one to the other, and he's coming out in these videos explaining exactly what he's going to do. and I think the biggest thing that's going to happen from this is transparency. They're going to release files out of the CIA. They're going to release files out of the DOJ. That's why I think Weisenberger or whoever that guy is, a lot of these guys are going to go to jail. Wiseman, yeah. Weisenberger. He's going to
Bannon was pointing out how he's just so swarmy now and just so nervous. And when they were putting Trump through the trials, he was on there. He was big and brave and talking tough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 All of them were.
Oh, yeah. See, I got one more here. Oh, this is the day's cartoon.
I love this.
Department of Government Efficiency. Dodge.
That's easy for you to say.
Easy for me to say, yeah, for sure. Elon and Vivek. Now, this gun here, this is something that Elon was pushing for a while. He had a flamethrower and had a little canister on top of the flamethrower, like right up here. And he was selling these, and he had them on the market. And so I copied that for this reason. But they're going after excess regulations. They're going after bureaucracy and waste. And I guess what they want is they want a register or a ticker that shows how much money they're saving as they go into each one of these bureaucracies and cancel them out or refurbishing. But this is
going to be glorious. This is going to be glorious. And he hasn't even taken office yet.
No, he hasn't taken office. The economy's already improving. We have all these our supposed adversaries are coming to him with their hat in their hand. Mexico is starting to jump on board. There's a lot of things happening right now.
Yeah, those Houthi terrorists, they're like, oh, we were just kidding. Oh, we don't want that Trump cat.
We don't want that.
We're just playing. We're up here. We're here for peace. We're here for peace.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they got a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got some comments over here. We got Jittery Hobo. They're talking amongst themselves, it looks like. Trump's I can't read that. Trump's re-election is a real blow to the global totalitarians. I need some glasses.
We both
That's
do.
for sure.
Let's see. I can't. Now, when you're looking at the chat on Rumble, is it what's the newest, the top or the bottom?
The newest is the bottom.
Okay.
And we have
we're professional
Neil down here. I thought Trump was funny when he drove a garbage truck after Biden called his supporters garbage. Yeah, that blew up in their face as well.
Yeah, and Lon makes a good point. He says lots of government workers don't even come into the office. Some of these federal workers work 10 hours a week online.
Yeah.
And they get paid nasty money.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty money.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till Vivek and Elon say, so tell us what it is you do.
Yeah. Let's see your
Let's see
records.
what you've done. Let's see your work.
Yeah. They should be able to show their work or not get paid. But a lot of those jobs in government are scratch my back jobs. They put them there for rewards, and they're no show jobs. So if they cut out just that fat, we'd probably save a lot of money.
That's so corrupt, so corrupt. But for fun, won't you guys in the chat put who you think the FBI director is going to be? Let's see what you all think. Who's the new FBI director? Go.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to it in a minute.
What do you think of John Radcliffe? What do you think of John Radcliffe?
He won't. Now, what did he get? He got
CIA.
CIA.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Tulsi Gabbard is the head of DNI now. That was Radcliffe's old job.
Yeah.
She gets to look in to find out why she was put on a fly list. See, that's one of the cool things. Everybody on most of these appointments has been a target. Gates, they started that. Oh, he had a child trafficking or something. And then Tulsi Gabbard, she's a Russian. Elon Musk, you know, they've been trying to destroy him ever since he came along, opened up the X. So this is, you got some people who've had skin in the game.
Well, like like Bannon said today, he says the hunted are now becoming the hunters.
Yeah, I like it. And it's true. I mean, you can't screw people like they've screwed us for the last 15 years. More than that, really. More than that, really. But really bad recently.
Yeah, you've got a few more. You got a few more videos.
Yeah, we got. Let's see. Let me get rid of.
Van Jones. You've got Hexeth. I'm excited about Hexeth.
Oh, Pete Hegseth. You know, they were melting down big time over him, and then they announced Gates, and like, Pete who? They are, but you know, they're so nasty. And then look at these. You know, there's anyway. They make fun of our pics, and they've got their military men with beards and a dress on. Like, what the hell? What the hell are you talking about? Go sit your ass down. Go sit your silly ass down.
Yeah, have turned our military into a joke to the rest of the world, especially our adversaries. How are our adversaries supposed to shake in their boots when they hear United States military if you got a guy in a dress and a beard? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense at all. I think Hexeth is going to do away with all that.
Dennis
He's
Sullivan
doing away
says
with pronouns. I know he's doing away with the pronouns.
Yeah, but Dennis Sullivan said Kash Patel for FBI director.
I heard that.
Oh, good one.
Possibility.
James Comer. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I have to reject that one. Ted Cruz. I'm sorry, Nunya. He's rejected too. I got a clip of Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a snake. I mean, he'll say, "Hey, it's not an excuse. He's the Harvard debate champion for a reason."
Yeah,
he knows what to say, when to say it. Because there's a video of him with Michael Knowles right in 2021 where he's trashing Trump and saying there's no evidence for the stolen election, blah 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 blah. And then on another show, he kind of does a balancing act. No, I don't like. And then in 2014, I just want to say this about Cruz: he was a co-sponsor of the Corker bill. You can look this up, and that was the bill that allowed Obama to do his Iran deal, the disastrous Obama-Iran deal, and Cruz co-sponsored that bill, which flip-flopped the rules.
I get very nervous about a guy who can argue both sides of the argument with a lot of passion. Yeah. And Cruz is one of those guys.
I'm for it, but I'm against it.
Although he did mention one of my cartoons in the 2016 debate. On the debate stage, he talked about one of my cartoons. I thought, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. He did.
Did he give you credit or just talk about your cartoon?
He talked about the cartoon. He said, I saw this cartoon with Steve Carey, and you had Netanyahu on one side, and you had the Hamas terrorists on the other side, and Carey's, and the Hamas guy has death to all Jews, and Carey's looking at Netanyahu saying, well, can you at least meet him halfway?
Oh, yeah. I remember that cartoon.
And he talked about it on the debate stage. So I give him a little bit of credit. So anyway, you said you had a Hexeth video?
Yeah, we got that. But here's a comparison video of our current Secretary of Defense and our new Secretary of Defense. Let it roll, Maestro.
Where's it at? I don't see it.
It's right down there on where it's supposed to be. In the #1 position.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Austin, President-elect Biden made overturning President Trump's ban on open transgender military service a day one priority. Can you confirm your commitment?
I support the president's plan or plan to overturn the ban.
Impose DEI and CRT and gender fluid standards into the military, you are breeding a less capable military. You are giving commanders less opportunity to train. There's less accountability. I heard time and time again from leaders, I'm walking on eggshells because I don't know what pronoun. We got transitioning soldiers in our units. I've got a quota I need to meet of a certain number of women and men or a certain number of minorities. What are we doing here?
There's not a day in my life, David, when I didn't wake up and think about the fact that I was a black man.
A number of the African Americans that we have talked to for this story have said when they are the only one in the room, they feel as if they're not being listened to. Did you have that experience?
Absolutely had that experience.
But you know what I did do, Tim? I have an Army officer's guide from 1999, which was given to me before I was commissioned as a lieutenant, and it has a recommended reading list in it. Here's a quick list of some of the things in the recommended reading list from the Army from 1999. I think we have it, that we can put it up on the screen. That's definitely not it. That is the anti-racist list and the sexual murder. There we go. On War, The Soldier in the State, Company Commander, a classic. This is a reading list that connects to my job as an infantry platoon leader, which is to close with and destroy the enemy.
You guys said that Russia would overrun Ukraine in 36 days. You said that the Taliban would be kept at bay for months. You totally blew those calls. And maybe we would be better at them if the National Defense University actually worked a little more on strategy and a little less on wokeism.
Has it occurred to you that Russia has not overrun Ukraine because of what we've done and our allies have done?
But that was baked into your flawed assessment. That was baked into your flawed assessment. And so I saw that the Obama administration tried to destroy our military by starving it of resources, and it seems the Biden administration is trying to destroy our military by force-feeding it wokeism.
There's no way this is constitutional to force people to take a vaccine when they could prove they already had COVID or they want a religious exemption. This is going to pit Americans against each other.
Will you call for the re-recruitment, restoration of full rank and back pay for the 8,600 service members who were vax mandated out of the military?
No, I won't.
Think of the exact opposite of what the woke left has been advancing, and that's what Donald Trump is about to do, because we're awake to the schemes, the utopian schemes, the globalist schemes of what they're trying to peddle.
I told our allies that no matter what the outcome of our review, the United States will not undertake a hasty or disorderly withdrawal from Afghanistan that puts their forces or the alliance's reputation at risk.
You know, that is such a night and day different.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you all, but I don't go a single day without thinking about that Lloyd Austin's a black man. Every day I think about that.
Yeah. Hey, he's black every day. Yeah, sure. Were you done with this video?
Yeah, I mean, it made its point, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Move it down. I want to do a real quick shout out, if I can, because of the people over in Rumble, the chatters over there. And I'm just going to put up their thing here. There we go. These are the guys. I don't know if you can see it, but we appreciate all the comments. I try to go through a lot of them later when I can, but they're having a good time over there. Thank you, guys. Thanks for making it happen. I have some older cartoons, and I know you have more videos. We just did.
I got a couple more pretty funny videos.
Oh,
that's
good.
about it, though. We don't have a whole lot because, well, we don't have to go repeat that mess again.
No, I thought I'd go over some of the older ones because they pertain to what's happening right now. And we'll do a couple more videos. And let's see, okay. Present, share screen. Well, I don't know why they have so many buttons you have to push to get to where you want to go. All right, here we go. This one I did back
21.
2021 after you left.
Yeah. We shall return.
In the style
Branco's a prophet, man. You're a prophet, dude.
Yeah, I felt like he was coming back.
We never lost the faith. We never. We knew it, and most of MAGA, they knew we weren't done.
No.
And I don't know how we knew it. Maybe it's probably a God thing, but we all knew we had to fight.
Right.
We had to fight, and we're going to get him back there, and we've done it.
Yeah. Well,
With a
it always takes me back. It always
With a
takes me back to a
vengeance.
conversation that I heard with Rush Limbaugh a few years ago when a caller called in and said, "We need to let them win so that we can show everybody just how bad it's going to be." And of course, Rush Limbaugh, he disavowed that. He disagreed with that. He said, "We can't afford to do that because if they get power, we may never get it back." Well, look what happened. They did get power, and look what they did with it. Afghanistan, the economy, the border, kids, women and men's sports. They always overreach. And I'll never forget that conversation with Rush, not with me, but with the caller that came in. So I always knew, and I wasn't trying to be too prophetic, but I always felt he wasn't done yet.
Well, man, think about how bad it's been. I mean, I was, on my show, part of what people want me to do is like give hope and tell jokes and be serious, and provide hope. And sometimes, man, you stare at that evil abyss every day. It gets hard. It was, and the last year was very difficult. It was difficult writing, and we did it. We did it.
And we can't let them forget what they did. We can't let them for the next 4 years.
The non-essential businesses,
what they did to us. So,
do you realize that we've had over 3 million small businesses close under Obama and Biden? Over 3 million. That's why there's no mom and pop businesses out there. They crushed them. Now, what Obama didn't get, Biden finished off just about with his COVID crap. Biden.
Yeah, he said it right. Biden. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's disgraceful how they've just crushed the American people, and it's all about their corporate buddies.
And then
there you go.
Figured he was going to run again. This is 2016, and then we go to 2024.
He's ready now.
No, he's ready. I've kind of got him chronologically laid out here.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
And now January 2025, Comey, McCabe, Carlin, Wiseman, Pelosi, Hillary, Clapper, Brennan, turn the page over. There's a lot more.
Yeah.
No one is above the law.
Yeah, this is going to be just delicious. It's going to be awesome.
And then it goes to, this one here. It's the economy, the border, inflation, crime, energy, and he's starting to write something else, probably foreign policy. But this time it wasn't just about the economy. That part played a big part of it. But
it was corruption. It was. Corruption, I think it was mainly corruption. Everybody saw they're lying. Their media was repeating their lies. They were lying. And we knew they were lying. They knew we knew they were lying, that old saying. But they kept lying.
They just overestimated their power, their propaganda power.
And they underestimated us. They
underestimated
Trump,
the truth getting out.
And MAGA, man, serious stuff. And then there's some videos, maybe next week we can pull them. There's been celebrations all around the globe, all of them from all these different countries. They're thrilled that Trump won.
Yeah, they're opening up their oil spigot to us, or we're supposed to supply Germany, or who was it that they're all coming to us? They're going to be coming to us for their oil.
Oh yeah, the EU is like, oh yeah, we actually kind of like Donald. we think we'd prefer to use his oil instead of that Russia crap. Yeah, they're in major ass kissing mode. Kissing mode.
Oh yeah, that's fun to watch. Here, let me. This is a cartoon I did a while back ago. I'm going to bring it up here. Hey guys, relax. What if he actually does make America great again? That's what we're afraid of. Because it's the truth. That's what they're really afraid of. That's why they're going to try and stop him at every turn. They're going to go after him. They're going to degrade him. They're going to try to sue him. They're going to do whatever they can do to stop his agenda, because they know it's going to work. They know the people are going to love it. They know the people are going to have more money in their pocket, less taxes. So everything they do is going to try and stop that. They tried to last time, but he was able to work through it and get a lot done for the American people in spite of what they tried to do to him.
Well, I think you brought up a good point about talking about how MSNBC was losing their numbers. Also, did you hear Time Magazine's for sale?
Oh, yeah.
Their media is gone. The media is why they lost, because the American people started doing their own research.
And they don't learn. They don't learn. They don't realize that the reason that they've lost it is because they've lied and tried to propagate people away from the truth and hide the truth, lie. You'd think that they would get a grip on that and say, okay, we got to do some changes. And I think some of the owners of some of these media outlets are starting to get the message, because I hear a lot of people are on the chopping block right now.
I read that even the Los Angeles Times is going to bring in conservative writers and opinion people.
I would settle for half. I would settle for half and half.
Yeah,
I mean, perspective. I mean, we're not afraid. We're not afraid of the argument. We're not afraid of the debate.
We invite it.
Yes,
we invite it. Let's see whose ideas are better. But they can't do that.
No,
they can't compete in the arena of ideas.
They're afraid of it. And this one here, I pulled this one back out for 2017 when Trump became president after the first election that he won.
Yeah, because Obama, remember Obama had sent people down there to run against and to overthrow Netanyahu. Remember, Obama was a piece of crap.
Oh yeah, and then he made Netanyahu sit and wait for 2 hours while he went and had dinner.
Yeah, and then fast forward to just recently, they don't even bother to show up for him. Kamala doesn't show up. Goes to a sorority party.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Could they have picked a worse candidate? It's like, I mean, she was, could they not, they couldn't get E. coli to run? or maybe I'd rather vote for rectal cancer. You know,
here's another here's another one that I had to show. He's poking the beehive, poking and question mark, jab, 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 poke, jab, jab.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You could switch that the Jewish star for MAGA and have that as the Democrats in the media poking them.
Yeah, I might do that. I might refurbish it. Yeah, sure. Good idea. I'm glad I thought of it.
By the way, our awesome friend Sonia is under the weather. And we were, she was going to join us tonight, but anyway, get better, Sonia. Well, we're
get better, Sonia. We need you.
Yeah.
Especially to announce the
cartoons. I'll try to do next one you post. I'll try to do.
No. You're gonna ruin it. No, because it was Veterans Day. We didn't do much about Veterans Day. I thought I'd throw up a couple of these old Veterans Day.
That's so infuriating. That is so infuriating.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. I've done quite a few cartoons about the difference between how they treat vets and illegal immigrants. Again, how could you miscalculate politically that much? It's I have I love this one. I laugh at my own jokes sometimes, folks, so don't mind me. Good news. He's talking to the veterans waiting for care. Rest in peace, veterans waiting for care. Good news. My climate change program is funding solar panels for many of our VA hospitals. But that's where their priorities are.
You know, I just thinking about what's happened over the past week. The biggest impact to me personally, and I bet you guys are like this, I wake up happy. I mean, I wake up and it's like, oh my gosh, we won. And then I bounce out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah.
I wanted to.
Yeah. Anyway, Sonia, if you're watching this replay, you got some people shouting out to you. Not very nice things, but don't worry about that. We won't worry about what they're saying. No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, Tom Homan. We should have broke out that picture of him.
Yeah. Oh,
there's a picture of him. It's in your messages if you can get it out. I sent it to you.
Let me see.
Because he was with the Border Patrol for.
Yeah. Let me go look for it. I gotta pull it out here. When did you send it to me?
A couple of 2 or 3 days ago. Is that your family?
No, yeah, okay. Happy Veterans Day to all served, like father, like son. Tony, that's me. That's my father, my dad, and my stepdad.
Well, which one's you?
This guy right here.
The big one?
This guy right here.
That you?
Yeah. This is me, this is my dad, and this is my stepdad. And this is me by my patrol car. I was a MP, Garrison MP.
You don't look nothing like that. No, that ain't you. Dang, you were actually young once.
Yeah, go figure.
You don't look anything like Elvis there. Maybe I look kind of like the Elvis in the military.
Yeah.
One of those movies. Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody who served, all of our audience, all of the people in the chat, anybody that's watching the video. Thank you for your service. You're why we're free today and why we could have an election and to elect Trump. And I think Trump's going to do really well for the veterans.
Yeah, God bless him. And
yeah,
but on Homan, he is such a badass looking dude, man.
Oh, yeah.
All you gotta do is stand that son of a bitch down there on the border. Just let him stand there and stare at people. He's like a mean ass looking bulldog. But that picture I sent you is him. I think he's like in the 70s, and he looks like a still shot from an old episode of Chips. But he's wearing his cowboy hat. He's wearing his Border Patrol stuff. Got his Border Patrol vehicle.
Yeah.
And well, he's badass. He tells it like it is.
I'm going to type in Joe Dan and see if I can pull that up.
All right. It's hilarious. I wish I could put pictures on the screen. I don't know why I can't. I can put a video. Anyway, I got a couple of quick videos real quick. One is funny. Well, actually, they're both kind of funny. The first one is Van Jones over on CNN. And he knows his ass is whipped, and he's actually funny, and it's the number one position if you want to click.
Okay, let me play it.
You're the Democrats.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for the next 2 years? How do you regroup?
Therapy. We're all going to therapy. I don't know why are we here? There's nothing. If you're a Democrat, all we can say is we hope that Susie decides that she's going to take a long vacation, that they hire some terrible people and make some mistakes to give us a chance. Right now, they have everything. They got the Supreme Court, they got the Electoral College, they got the House, they got the Senate, they got the popular vote, and we're just sitting here with the dunce cap on. This time last week, we thought we were the smartest people in the world. We thought Donald Trump was an idiot. We thought his campaign made no sense, and it turned out they were smarter than us. And we don't have anything to say to you. I can sit here and pretend I know something. Here's what I know. Everybody I know is miserable. Everybody's on these Zoom calls. Nobody's got any good ideas. And it's going to take us a while to figure this out. I'm not good at coming in here and faking and pretending no, we got whooped.
Hey, Van, you're gonna go to the spa. You need a massage and a cucumber water.
I agree. And a cookie.
That's right.
All right.
It looks like he's taking it in stride, though. I mean,
well, you know what? What's he gonna say?
Yeah.
What the hell is he gonna say? Well, you.
Sometimes he
but the
cries,
thing is,
though.
he is better than most of them because he doesn't come across as angry.
Mm-hmm. He cries sometimes. He cries if he doesn't get his way sometimes. Kind of like,
yeah. I mean, he's not like one of my role models, but at least he was
tears going.
At least he was honest there. This other video, this guy was on with Gutfeld and them, and he does these impressions. And the last one, the first one is like, the last one is hilarious. It's the only one in place now.
What do you think Trump's going to do?
You know, what a great week we've had, and we're doing no tax on tips. We know that. We're doing no tax on overtime, and we're doing, because nobody's talking about this. This is what the American people want. We're doing no tax on McDonald's. We love McDonald's. No tax on nuggets. They said, sir, you can't do that. We have the Senate. We have the House. So we have a great cabinet. We have RFK, Secretary of Health, as the new head chef of McDonald's. No, listen. Chicken nuggets, excuse me, chicken nuggets will actually be healthy. You'll lose weight from the fries. We have fresh Atlantic cod for the fish fillet. And we're going to clean house with the new Secretary of Taking Out the Trash, Elon Musk. So I fired everyone. So we're firing everyone. So it's going to be so great.
That's good.
And you're seeing all these videos of these people doing the Trump dance. I mean, you got football players on the field, like the 49ers. I actually like the 49ers now because they got some Trump fans. Yeah. The defensive lines sacked the quarterback, and then I started doing the Trump dance. And then they were showing a college game, and the guy broke through, gets in the end zone, and he starts doing the Trump dance. It is so cool. And then all these kids are putting these videos out.
Mm-hmm.
This is love, man. This is people loving their country. You're feeling it. The pride is returning.
Yeah,
this is so cool. It's so
cool. I've been cloud nine. But I'm also don't want to get too complacent. I want to keep going. I think we need to put it all in every day, because we have an opportunity to sidestep the media now with all these podcasts. I'm not talking about our podcast so much. I'm talking about Steve Bannon. I'm talking about Dan Bongino. I'm talking about Victoria Lee Scott here. She has her own podcast going. I was on her show a few weeks ago, and she hasn't invited me back since. So I don't know what I did. I'm just kidding, Victoria. Anyway, good to see you, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Hope everything's going good. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of got off my train of thought. Looks like you have a closing video.
Just hop in the Trump train. You don't need a train of thought.
Yeah, right. Just get on the Trump train. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a closing song. I just grabbed something we had in the file. A little band called Van Halen.
Oh, nice.
That might just kind of be, because it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
A little Sammy Hagar, a little Eddie Van Halen.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, before we play it, the guy that sings, Lee Greenwood, he put out a new version of God Bless America, and it's a rock version.
Oh, yeah.
And it is badass. He gets on there, and he's like 81. And dude is killing it. The vocals are as strong as when he was in his 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Look, find it. He just released it just a few days ago.
I did see it. I thought it was great. It was great. In fact, I forgot.
I meant to have that. Damn it.
Yeah. Regan Good to see you. Jittery Hobo. All these guys coming in. Regan. Good to see you. Anyway, thanks everyone for being here. It's a pleasure to go over my cartoons. Pleasure to talk to Joe Dan. You got to check out Joe Dan's latest video. It's pretty cool. It's pre-election.
Yeah, it's right before the election, and it's where we were. We were ready for the fight. We were prayed up, and yeah, it's kind of cool. So
get over to Intellectual Frog Legs. You got it up there, right?
Yeah. It's called Fool Us Once.
Fool Us Once. Yeah.
Fool Us
right.
Once. Yeah.
So anyway, take care, everybody. We'll see you next
Make
Wednesday.
sure, stay focused. Pay attention to what we're doing. We're going to have to help President Trump. Enjoy the moment. Don't get complacent. And thank God. Thank God.
Absolutely. Thank God, because I think he had a hand in this one.
And follow me at Joe Dan Media on X and Truth Social.
Let me put up the ticker. I forgot to put up the banner. Here we go. Right there.
You go. Follow us.
And check out, if you haven't already, check out Don Bongino's show. Check out the War Room. The War Room is a wealth of information. They have great guests on there.
Bannon was on fire today. You need to go back and watch his monologues. And I tell you what, he scares the shit out of the left. He scares them. He said, I just got out of prison, Weissman. You can't handle it. You can't handle it.
Yeah. No, he said, I'm warning you, you're not going to be liked there very much.
No. You'll be a favorite. You'll be a favorite in the shower room. Yeah. All right, guys. God bless you all. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. And
we'll see you
God
see you next Wednesday. Take care, everybody.
Rock and roll.
Sometimes it just ain't enough. And I want now. 'Cause someday reach down and touch me. You know now I know what I want. I want the best. Give me